Hi, I'm Matt Karpinski, along with Kevin Sang and Rachel Jameson. Now, music is a medium that plays a huge role in many of our lives, obviously, but over the past few decades or so, the music industry itself has rapidly changed thanks to the creation of these new internet technologies, such as downloading and social media sites such as Twitter and software services such as GarageBand. So from social media sites to internet downloading, the way we learn, consume, and even create new music has pretty much changed forever. So what we did for our project is we examined some of this technology and looked at different case studies that showed the impact these new technologies have had on the way we interact with music on a daily basis as we look at music in the digital age.
Although traditional advertising like PR and direct selling strategies are still essential when it comes to music marketing, social media has become the most popular tool used to promote artists and musicians. Unlike the old sales-oriented music business model of making transactions, social media allows artists to build relationships with their customers and fan base by facilitating a two-way communication. The concept is revolutionary because the distance between the fan and the artist has been reduced. Social media gives artists the ability to engage their followers through instantaneous, real-time communication. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and blogs give artists many ways to connect with their fans, with updates about new music, tour information, appearances, photos, videos, and more. Fans feel closer with their favorite musicians through social media. Because everyone uses these platforms, consumers can relate to their persona. An honest, open communication is encouraged, which fosters a sense of community. Social media has enabled customer interaction by converging different kinds of media, text, photographs, video, etc. You can share a variety of multimedia and status updates to your profile or to other people in your network with most platforms, including Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. When fans retweet or share something that the artist publishes, they're essentially advertising that artist's message to a new network of people to read. The user-generated content, fans can share, blog, and promote their favorite artists or bands and discover new ones from other fans in the same fashion. Through forums and websites, artists can give fans access to exclusive content, giveaways, and discussions about the music itself. Today, artists are expected to have not only a presence in the real world, but in the online world as well. With sites like Reverb Nation, Last.fm, MySpace, and Facebook, artists are able to promote themselves online for free with more guaranteed exposure. They give aspiring artists the opportunity to create their own image and present it on their own terms without the restrictions of a label. In fact, social media is responsible for the success of many artists including Wiz Khalifa, Mac Miller, and even teen singing sensation Justin Bieber. Like most people, Justin came from humble beginnings. He used to sing on the street with a guitar case and entered small talent competitions near a city until one day he decided to start uploading some of his videos on YouTube. 10 million views later, he was signed by R&B singer Usher. After his single One Time and debut album My World was released, he had over 100 million YouTube views. In the midst of it all, Justin Bieber embraced Twitter by talking to his fans, showcasing how powerful of a tool it can be. He remains one of the top trending week after week due to music releases and press. He currently has over 38 million Twitter followers and almost 53 million Facebook fans, ranking as the top celebrity with the biggest online following next to Lady Gaga and Katy Perry.
So, music downloading has brought about some of the more dramatic changes to the music industry. While controversial to some, music downloading has also, in many ways, helped the music industry out in that it's now much more free and open to many more people. And it actually did this by integrating some of the first, known uses of Web 2.0 culture long before, those terms were even being discussed. So, the first known site that allowed people to download music was back in 1997 and was known as mp3.com. It was a very simple site, and how it worked was it allowed users to upload their MP3 files, and from which then other users would download to their computer. And based on the number of times an MP3 was downloaded, it would either move up or down a popularity chart. And now, since anyone was allowed to upload their music, in many ways, MP3 helped give many smaller musicians an equal footing with some of the bigger names in the industry because of its accessibility to everyone. Anyone could make themselves popular now because they could just reach as big as an audience as anyone else. See, before this, there was sort of a tiered system in the music industry. It was 3 tiers. At the top, you had the musicians who were the ones that created everything. At the bottom, you had the listeners who consumed it, and then the middle, you sort of had these major corporations such as EMI and Capitol, who sort of filtered music based on what they thought would sell. But now with touring and downloading sites such as MP3.com, their role became a lot more marginal because now every musician could reach this mass audience. There was no longer a middleman who could say otherwise, really. And as an example, consider the band Linkin Park. Now, in 1999, Linkin Park was a group of struggling musicians who were rejected by every major label they tried out for. Instead of accepting this rejection, they decided to make, wise use of the new downloading technology that was available to them. So what they did is they went into chat rooms and encouraged people to download their music through Napster, which was really MP3.com's successor. So, and what happened was their campaign to get their name out there ended up being hugely successful and turned Linkin Park into an overnight sensation. Within months, they were signed to a major record deal to Warner Brothers. They had constant radio play, and were one of the most successful bands of the early 2000s in general. And their success is really only one example that sort of demonstrates how music downloading has changed the industry from more of a top-bottom power structure to more similar to a bottom-up one, as now everyone has an equal voice to, get their message out there.
DJ Blend was born in Texas but now lives in California. He's a Mexican-American electro DJ who plays at techno festivals and raves around the nation. He developed his stage name and personality and began DJing in the mid-2000s. Originally, Blend used traditional means of promotion like standing out on street corners passing out CDs in hopes that he would gain recognition. Through these means, however, Blend found it significantly hard to break through the clutter. So how can someone go from this to this in just 3 short years? The answer is through use of internet and social media. Blend takes full advantage of the Web 2.0 culture by using sites like YouTube and Twitter, as well as his own personal website, www.djblend.net. The first video shown was uploaded in 2009 on YouTube and has just under 70 million views to date. The latter video was DJ Blend live at Electric Zoo Festival in New York, taken in 2012. YouTube is the medium that really got Blend national recognition. Since then, he has integrated his Twitter page into promotion to facilitate two-way communication between him and his fans. If you were to go to his website, you would find information about him and nearly all of his music, which can instantly be downloaded for free. DJ Blend is clearly a master of using the internet to gain popularity. In fact, he has been at the top of Billboard's Uncharted 55 times as of February 2013 and holds the record for longest time at number 1. But what is Uncharted? Uncharted was founded in January of 2011 and is a music chart published by Billboard that keeps track of artists who have not yet been on another Billboard chart, but have gained substantial popularity through internet promotion. Most of the artists on this chart are unsigned and do not have a record deal. They're sort of freelance musicians, so to say. This chart helps to illustrate the ability for anyone to become famous through use of Web 2.0 culture. High-speed internet and hardware capabilities have made software downloading via the internet much more popular. People have access to music software as long as they have an internet connection. This allows users to create music much easier than before. There's a wide array of programs that one could download to facilitate this music production. This segment shows how you can use 3 programs known as iMix, Soundflower, and Audacity to create a song and record it and format it to anything that you want.
These innovations in music marketing within the digital age have been beneficial to the industry because of the transition from Web 1.0 to 2.0, allowing more relationship-based communication rather than transactional. Convergence culture allows music to be browsed across multiple platforms online, in apps, and through television networks and services. The DIY approach in terms of marketing, promotion, and production give power to normal individuals. A record label isn't needed to thrive in music marketing. The themes present in the digital music industry serve as a double-edged sword. Although it's easier to get your work out there for millions to see, the competition in the music industry is tougher than ever. The oversaturated online market for music is overwhelming to most, and originality is hard to find. Because the technological landscape is constantly changing, it's becoming more difficult to target young adults and teenagers. Because people are able to make and promote their own music, the need for traditional record labels are dwindling, which poses unknown threats to the future of the industry as a whole.